Got you.
All right, everybody. Previously on Junior Adventurers League, Professor Gallery of Varric is missing in Chelondia, an ancient city constructed on the shell of a massive sea turtle. Accompanied by Professor Glitch, the Goblin Artificer, the Junior Adventurers League came to the rescue until their flying machine was attacked by a manticore and they crashed to the city below. After a long and fruitless search through the city, our adolescent heroes have finally located Professor Varric in the city's massive central plaza, until that same manticore descended from the sky and attacked. The adventure begins on the 70th of Summershine, year 557 of Pyrocia's Fourth Age. This is episode 2, Shell or High Water, part 2. All right, welcome to the third episode of Junior Adventurers League. This is a brand new D&D actual play brought to you by the creators and cast of Experience Points. In Junior Adventurers League, our heroes are students at the Gygaxian School of Future Adventurers, a fantasy boarding school that teaches children everything they...
Oh no.
Oh no.
Each week, our adolescent heroes... Oh no, did I freeze?
Okay, you're good now.
Okay, cool. Each week, our adolescent heroes undertake a new and perilous quest, chosen by our audience in a weekly poll that will test their skills, their knowledge, and their teamwork.
If you are new to Experience Points, it is a 12-part web series based on D&D and the people who play it. Season 1 is up on YouTube. You can go watch it after you finish this stream. And we are in the process of funding for Season 2, which you can find at our Patreon. So you should probably do that. We'll have some Memorial Day sales that may or may not have anything on sale. We'll have a lot of really cool incentives, and we'll throw new things at you for prizes and whatnot. Get involved
Absolutely.
In your community, your D&D community.
Cool. So if you are just joining us this week, it's a little bit of a different episode. Because of some technical issues we had last week, we had to cut our adventure short. So this is kind of a part 2 to last week's adventure. We're going to jump right into the action right away. Where I'm going to have you guys roll initiative. We are also going to have our stream be a little bit shorter today. We only have about 2 hours to play because of schedule conflicts. So you guys roll that initiative and we'll get started. To remind you, you are standing in a half-flooded street in this ruined city with a gigantic manticore blocking your path. You know that the professor you're seeking, Professor Gallery of Varric? I was like, Valeria Garrick. I got it mixed up. Gallery of Varric, somewhere in the plaza past you, but as you were headed towards her, this creature dropped out of the sky. So what do we get for initiative, everybody?
14.
14 for Jrmi.
10 for Val.
10 for Val.
12 for Moss.
12 for Moss. And Theo.
21.
Woo!
Ooh. So if you did join us last week and you're wondering why Theodûir is still with us, we are going to retcon a little bit and say that since we ended the session right as he had to leave anyway, that Theodûir did not run at all. He stayed with the party. And it's up to him if he, going first in initiative here, wants to run or not.
That's right. I could still run away.
You could, but for no reason, you could still run like a coward. The initiative order is going to go Theo, Jrmi, Moss, Val, and Manticore. So you guys beat the Manticore heartily in initiative. All right, Theo, this creature dropped down and just roared at you. A quick reminder, all the water around you is basically up to your chest. So you are, while you are still in the street, you are moving at half speed because of difficult terrain. Keep that in mind.
Holy cow.
Oh no.
But you could climb up on something nearby or get away in some other way if you have a means.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a cityscape around me, but there's just water up to my chest.
Yeah, the streets are flooding, basically.
Okay. Is there any kind of cover nearby that I could try to hide behind or something like that? Obviously, he sees me,
there's big piles of rubble and like sort of half collapsed buildings. You could basically spend your move action to go and get into some cover if you want.
Yep. I think I want to do that.
Cool.
Do I know at this point it's clearly a manticore? Do I need to try to... Because,
it's a griffin.
I remember when I tried to identify it in part 1, I kind of failed. I wasn't sure if it was a manticore or a...
Right, a griffin, I think was the other thing.
A griffin, yeah.
If you'd like to spend your action No, I don't. Unless anyone has shouted, "It's a manticore," you know that it's a manticore.
I'm pretty sure Jrmi did multiple times.
Weren't you under the water though? Didn't you go? Oh, Jrmi did. Sorry, not Moss.
No, I didn't do anything.
So Jrmi has shouted it. Whether or not you believe Jrmi that it is a manticore is up to Theodûir.
Jrmi said it. You're a druid, right?
No, I'm a druid. I didn't say nothing.
Oh, Jrmi said
I
it.
screamed.
You're underwater.
I'm sorry.
Are you still
Yeah.
No.
So Theodûir has moved aside and is hiding in the rubble. What do you want to do?
I think it's a griffin.
Oh god.
It's not harmless at all.
Oh my god.
And I'll try to scare it away with some kind of intimidation check.
So I like the idea that you hid from it and then you're like, "Rah!"
No. So sorry. Retroactively, can I say I didn't really hide away?
Oh, you didn't hide from it.
Yeah, is that okay? Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So you're stayed in the street and you're gonna try to scare it away with an intimidation.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Oh wow. Well, I got a 23.
Okay. What do you say and do to make yourself like this creature? Like is at least 2 size categories larger than you. So what do you do to try to make it be frightened of you?
I guess I'll just try to, I don't know, make my voice as big as possible, and just start being like, "Who do you think you are? I am Theodûir." And then say like my family name and go.
Yeah, your big long
into,
lineage.
this. How dare you try to come here and scare us? Off with you, you silly griffin! And yeah, maybe invoking that I have draconic blood or something like that too.
Got it. Yeah. Do you have any like magical cantrips or anything that can make you sound or seem scarier?
I mean,
no.
I have prestidigitation, I don't know.
Sure. So if you have prestidigitation, then I think you could use some of that to make it seem a little more louder and authoritarian, right? Like
Cool.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
You do this, and the manticore kind of like recoils a little bit at your sudden burst of noise, and it doesn't immediately retreat, but it seems kind of hesitant to attack you. It seems like this guy is a kind of a big deal. I don't necessarily.
Wow.
It seems a little frightened of you.
Wow.
Theodûir.
There you go. Very, very good. Okay, Jrmi, it is your turn.
Okay. This doesn't constitute as like a humanoid, does it?
No.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Just forget my plan.
Just kidding.
So I think I'll see what Theodûir did and be like, oh. And so I kind of want to try to also intimidate it.
Okay. Sure.
How funny. Oh no.
And an
That's
8.
a manatee.
An 8. Okay. What do you do? What do you say?
So I'm probably like, yeah. He's go away, you idiot. You big dummy. You smell bad.
Are you still on top of Val's shoulders?
Yeah.
Okay. So this basically has the opposite effect. So while the manticore seems a little taken aback by Theodûir and his magic, it kind of lowers its shoulders and growls at you. It seems particularly antagonized. You almost get the sense that it understood what you said. I think it's possible that it speaks common in some way. Yeah. So it just kind of lowers and bristles and looks particularly angry at you. That was your action. Would you like to move, or do you want to stay on Val's shoulders?
I want to stay on Val's shoulders.
Oh.
Yeah,
Got
because
it.
you'd
Okay.
be underwater.
Yeah, it's
Where you are.
around otherwise probably.
All right, Moss, it is your turn.
Okay.
I appreciate the support, Jrmi.
Anytime
Yes.
You need to switch your C. In your
I think Moss has proven himself to be quite the coward against this thing, and to keep
Right.
true to character, I'm gonna continue playing that because his nose is above water, and his mouth is so he'll just continue screaming,
No.
and you'll see one hand come up out of the water. He'll throw some fire and then look for the nearest cover.
Okay, sure. Make an attack.
20.
Yes. Did you roll a 20 or is it a mod 20?
It's a mod 20. Mod 20.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, I
Go for
didn't
it.
provide that for you. I apologize.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
And a gentleman's 3 fire damage.
3 fire damage. Okay, yeah, you kind of slam it in the wing. and it will whip its wing back in protest.
And then he'll turn away, like he'll think he's moving fast, but it's like just like his hat just like bobbing above the water, and his face just like.
The little man's just like,
You're gonna try to hide from it.
Yeah, I'm moving away from it. I'm the squishiest of all of us ever.
Do you still want to be visible, or do you want to try to hide?
I want to definitely keep like line of sight. I think he's just gonna try to get away. Like
okay, so yeah, I won't have you make a stealth check then. Then it's pretty clear where you went.
Yeah,
you're just trying to make yourself not a
is
target.
what I'm going for away from this thing currently.
You would also notice that in this water, it's pretty hard to do a stealth because like you'll leave a wake behind you, right, as you move. So you can kind of like, oh, there you went. All right, cool. That is Moss. Val, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna go for him with my battle axe.
Sure.
Oh yeah, 21.
21. Yes. So do you have your shield out then in this
Yes,
case?
yeah, shield
Cool.
and battle axe.
Got it. Yeah, that's
for
a hit.
9 damage.
Ouch. Doesn't like that. Very good. Where do you hit him? It's got his 2 big paws kind of growling at you.
I'm going for the soft, like, underpit of the left
Yeah.
one. Yep.
Got it. Like cuts right into the flesh. And roars and tries to swat at you. And it is its turn, so it's going to do that.
great.
Sorry, you're on top of me.
It's going to make basically 2 claw attacks, one against Jrmi and one against Val. So against Val, let's see. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to hit you. No way. It gets a 14, so it swings, scrapes off your shield. And then a claw attack against Jrmi. There we go. That's an 18. To Jrmi. You will take a whopping total of 6 piercing or slashing damage that slices you. I would like you to make a dex saving throw, please. And then Theodûir, excuse me, yeah, you see it kind of like whip its tail back like as though it's going to shoot at you, but it seems kind of intimidated and it's going to try to shoot at Moss. Moss, I will give a disadvantage on the attack because you have cover. So it might still hit a 15.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
So there you go. Here comes a tail spike. Ooh, that's 11 piercing damage on the tail spike.
So I think like he turns around and starts going away, and the thing just goes
boom. Right in the back.
just right in the lower back somewhere.
Oof.
Probably just
how did
off
you
to
do
the
on
side.
your dexterity save, Jrmi?
11.
11. Okay, you can maintain your balance on Val's shoulders. You are not knocked off by this attack. Okay, and it's just roaring, making a big commotion. Okay, that is the Manticore. Back up at the top with Theo.
So can I do some kind of like nature check on the Manticore to see like what kind of element would be like its weakness, I guess?
You could
if
try
lightning would
that.
hurt it, or like, do you know what I mean? Or if cold would hurt it, or fire.
You could do that. If you want to spend your action, you could consult your monster manual.
I was gonna
Ooh,
say
give you
he's gonna
advantage
get
on
his
this
little
check.
girly.
But it's up to you.
again.
Yeah,
It's a
I
whole
think
action.
I definitely want to do that. Can
Okay.
I borrow somebody's D20? I actually only have one. I'm sorry.
I've got some here for you.
Thanks, Cody. And Kate.
Wow, you're gonna get like 40 d20s.
Let's see here. Oh, I rolled pretty well. So the best one was an 18, so that's a mod 20.
Cool. Yeah, unfortunately, you don't think that they're particularly weak to anything. They're also not particularly resistant to anything. They're just kind of big creatures. They don't have like an elemental affinity of any kind. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. So did you look up a griffin?
Well, no, I said I'd look up a manticore.
Okay, so yeah, you look at Manticore and you see the picture, and like, so there's a shot of like you looking at the picture in the monster manual, and then like looking up, and it's exactly the same picture, right? Like, oh, okay.
I think it's a thing where he knows that it's a manticore, but he's just trying to be an.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
He doesn't want to admit that he's wrong.
Admit that you're wrong.
Yeah, he's being a knob. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Not Theodûir.
So that's your action. Do you want to move, or are you good where you are?
Yeah. Maybe as he's looking at the picture. Yeah, maybe he does. He starts to maybe just move back slightly, and maybe I'll start. I don't know, for flavor reasons. Maybe I'll just whip out my orb, and can I say can I shout something at the Manticore again? I don't know. Maybe do.
It won't be an intimidate check because you used your action, but you can talk as a free action. Yeah.
All right, cool. He'd probably just say something kind of intimidating to him in some flavorful way.
Give me a taste. What do you say?
Well, Griffin. My bloodlines will come out and destroy you. As he whips out the orb or something like that. Like, trying to just
also
keep
back
being like,
up,
you've
right?
got one more chance to flee. It will happen.
Perfect.
Like, just, yeah.
Sounds great. All right, that's Theodûir. Jrmi, it is your turn.
Is Val one size larger than me?
No. Oh, wait. Yes, you are a halfling, and she is a half-elf, so yes, she's medium-sized.
Okay, so I can maybe attempt to hide by her.
Yes, you could try to, like, step down Val's back and hide.
Like a little backpack on me.
Yep, definitely.
How do I roll for that?
A stealth check.
Duh.
Is that you're referring to the halfling ability that can
Yeah.
you can hide in the spaces of creatures larger than you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, got it.
that's cool.
A 12. Okay. Let me roll a perception.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't think this manticore is too deceived by this. You're not 100% sure, but it's kind of sniffing around, like almost like trying to dodge behind Val to get a better look at you.
Possibly I gain a little cover though.
Yeah, I'll say you have cover, but it does know where you are and can still attack you. As your movement, do you want to take an action?
Yeah, so I'm sorry. For bards, I can give bardic inspiration. Yeah.
I believe that's a bonus action.
Oh.
And you can choose somebody to give it to. Let me consult the book.
The good book.
The great book.
This Sunday, XP consults the good book.
It's just a sermon. The thing is that, like, the joke that I've not just read open passages from this book on the channel, like, I have done that. Right? That has happened.
Preached.
That'd actually be pretty funny. If you
have
did, like,
preached.
a live stream at, like, 10 in the
Um,
morning.
This is a church of D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it how many times? You can do it a number of times equal to your charisma modifier, and you basically give them a d6 that they can use on any one of their ability check, attack roll, or saving throw that they make. They hold on to it for 10 minutes. You pick someone, and as a bonus action, you give it to them.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do that and give that to Val.
Cool.
And
So that's your move and your bonus action. Do you have an action you want to
Yeah,
take?
while I'm clinging to Val, I want to cure wounds.
Go for it.
So you get 9 hit points back.
Nice, thank you. And I have a bardic inspiration, which means I add, what? 1d6?
1d6 to her ability, attack, and saving? And or saving. One of those.
Something like that. I don't know, it froze again, hold on. We're getting really good, like, still shots of something.
Yeah, I can't tell if he's frozen or if he's working.
I don't know. I'm hoping frozen. Because it'd be a very long time to hold the same face. It'd be impressive, though.
I feel like I keep hearing typing.
Yeah.
It's, like, really slow, though.
Yeah, ability roll.
Oh.
You've dropped out for a moment.
We have a lovely still shot of you that we're just looking at. Oh my god. Oh, hello.
Good.
All of us again.
Hey, double window.
Woo-hoo.
Everyone's
Just because there's never enough of us. Hi.
Has Timothy been taken?
Yeah.
Oh, already? God, that was fast.
I don't know
So much
where
for a
he
couple
went.
hours.
You guys, I just realized one of my spells.
Baby halflings are on the rage of season.
You
That's
what?
what I
One
hear.
of my spells I get to roll a d12.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, that never
Ah,
happens.
that is dope.
That is dope.
Is dope.
Yes.
I feel like I should just roll and be like, I got a crit on
That is
both.
very dope.
Hey, dude.
You there? Oh, it looks like he's moving in real time.
Ah,
Yeah?
Beep beep.
don't jinx it, Heather.
Up, 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 up.
Wait
I
a
said nothing. Yeah, I did jinx it.
You did jinx it.
I'm so sorry.
And we're back. It looks like he's about to say that.
Almost.
You start to notice.
Right.
Oh, no.
All right, now as this creature approaches.
At least the sound was working
I
this
wonder if you
time.
can hear it.
Wait, I've been instructed to double on my side.
I
Oh.
hear you.
Oh, wah wah. We just want to see more of us.
Hello.
Hey,
There
is
you
that
are.
better?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. My internet just shat its pants for a second there.
No.
I'm back. Cool.
Perfect.
Still using
So when I
Zoom,
left,
Yeah.
Jrmi had just cast healing on Val, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then we are going to move on to Moss. It is your turn.
We destroyed the monster while you were gone. Actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Obliterated it. We all got a bunch of crits.
We have like 1,000,000 gold coins.
We actually gained about 5 levels too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
aged
great.
about 10
Cool.
years. It's really fast.
So I think Moss is going to pull this giant quill out of his back.
Oof.
And I think he's gonna get pretty angry about this. And he's gonna go ham on this thing as a giant badger.
Awesome.
Oh, okay. When you said go ham, I assumed it was a boar. It was that it was a
No, I thought about the boar, but the boar seems like it's too easy picking. No one
Yeah,
messes
sure.
with badgers.
Definitely.
Especially giant badgers, which I can turn into. It's a CR 1/4 or 1/4 CR, whatever.
Yeah, do it.
Into like a baboon.
I probably can, but more importantly, I can turn into a fucking badger.
A giant
Do it.
badger.
And I did it. So he's like, dee 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 dee, and it's like the green light comes in. It's very magical.
Got it.
And all of a sudden, it's just like this angry badger face with the hat, and it's just like,
Oh, no.
just coming straight at this thing.
Got
and it's these things are pretty big. Like they're bigger than me, I think. Giant badgers. So
Giant badgers? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Impressive.
What's the so is that an action or a bonus action to
I
transform?
think I wrote it down.
Which kind of druid are you?
Uh,
Circle of the moon or circle of the land?
I'm the land, bruh.
I think it's an action, dude. I think it's the circle of the moon druids that can do it as a bonus action, I believe.
Turds.
Ooh.
I know, right?
Poor Bill.
Let me double check.
Make a mistake. These druids meet with sacred whatevers.
Sacred whatevers.
I don't know. We'll say it's an action. I don't play druids
I
very
believe-
often, chat, and I am very busy, so I didn't do my research.
Yeah, you can use your action to magically assume the shape of a beast, unfortunately, yeah. So you do turn into a badger, and then you want to swim up to him?
I'm not
or do you wanna
swimming
wait to
I'm
move?
swimming at him, but not to him.
Got it.
Closer,
Important
but
distinction.
not.
Not into claw range.
Yeah, I'm not walking it because I'm gonna die if he touches me. So
Definitely. Okay, and then it is Val's turn.
All right. I'm gonna use my action surge ability actually, so I get 2 actions this time.
Oh, do it.
Yeah, so
Get
I
in
got
there.
2 attacks. First one is gonna hit as a 24
Got it.
for 10 damage.
Oof, that's brutal.
Yeah, I'm going for the other front leg of that one and just swing it to the
Yeah.
other side.
Try to bring it down.
Yeah. Second one, will 17 hit
Cool. 17 will hits. Look at you.
for 7 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you're doing really well.
Slaying.
Boom.
Yeah, so you're just wailing on this manticore. Are you hitting the same spot or 2 different spots? Like I know you're going for the
So
shoulder.
I was at the left front leg. Well, to my left. So their right front leg, then the left front leg, and I want to kind of go like up towards its neck.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not like moving it. You're sort of driving it back with all your strength, like rearing back on its hind. Oh, get off of me!
It's the Jrmi backpack. It gives me power.
Okay, cool. In that case, it is going to focus 2 claw attacks on you, Val, and then it's going to try to reach around and bite Jrmi with its third attack.
Got it.
So 1 claw comes in. Ooh, again, I don't think that's going to hit. That's only a 13.
Nope.
And then a 16
Nope.
with your shield up. That's not going to hit you either. Yeah, so it's just scratching you.
Just like,
Oh, nice.
Man,
But
this
it's
is epic
basically
battle
trying-
going on.
It's trying to get in a position where it hits you and hits you. That way it can get around to Jrmi. So
Got
we'll
it.
see if this is going to work with its teeth. There we go, Jrmi.
Oh no.
18 again.
Jeez.
So we'll roll our bite damage here. Only 5 damage to you, Jrmi. Its teeth
Cool.
starts to rend. You notice, Jrmi, that when it opens its mouth to bite you, it, like a shark, has multiple rows of teeth. Like, it's really kind of horrifying. It's like rending you back and forth with its bite. Somehow only for 5 damage, but...
Only.
You say only for all of the damage that you're dealing us, but like that's any amount's real devastating. No matter
Please
what.
understand that, like, what I mean that I rolled a 2 on the die. Like, I could have probably dropped you with one of these, right? But like, I say that because you get to play next round. Okay, Theo, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna. My orb will be out, and I'm within like 90 feet of the creature.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
You're within about 15 feet of the creature. Well, I suppose you moved back, so you're probably about 20 feet of.
20.
I guess how far did you move last round?
We could say maybe 10 feet, maybe.
So probably you're about 25 feet away from it.
25. Sounds good. Cool. I got my orb out, and I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb and cast it at the creature. One of my first level spells. Cool. So, I guess I'll roll my d20 and see what happens. Oh, fell off the table. Oh, fell off the table.
There we go.
There we go. So I add do I add is it just, oh, that's right, it's just the spell attack, right? So just plus 5. Okay, cool. So 20, mod 20.
It's only plus 5.
Only.
Yeah,
Just a
plus
plus
5. Yeah, yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
no biggie.
Awesome. Cool. Sorry, I'm using your team.
Woo.
Wow.
Yeah.
13 plus 2 is 16.
Ooh, 16 damage.
Yeah, I think 16
Nice.
damage. Yeah.
I feel
Unless
like
I
any
add-
attack should come
Oh.
with like a line
No, I
from.
don't add any.
This is from Theodûir.
16 damage. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Brutal.
yeah, like the orb will kind of start to glow, and you'll see this like cold orb come out of it, and then this like ice kind of orb shoots at the creature.
Sure.
Kind of.
Got
I
it.
don't know. Maybe I'll think of something else later, but that's what
Oh, that's cool.
now.
Yeah, brutal. It's because it kind of had come forward to hit Jrmi, and it like strikes it in the forehead.
Nice.
Forwards back. And stuff.
And it'll say like, "I warned you, Griffin."
Just doubling down. You refuse to accept the fact. Yeah, that's good. Do you want to stay where you are, Theo, or do you want to move?
I think I will still stand put right there. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Jrmi, it is your turn. You've been savaged by its teeth.
I'm gonna go ahead and cure wounds on myself.
Cool.
Good idea.
That one. Where are you?
For them.
Okay, got it. Really?
Oh.
Fuck these.
Well, some.
Fine.
Anything else? You want to stay on Val's shoulders?
Thinking 2 pieces of
I
stone
would
in a
like
backpack.
to maybe try to hide somewhere else. But with the
Sure, you'd
water
have to
and
move to that. I mean, like, it
Yeah.
basically knows who you are, and there's really only one hiding place in Val's Square. Like, I don't feel like you could, like, move to a different part of
No,
her
I
and
just
it'd be
mean
like,
like
where did you go?
I just mean jumping off to go underwater to then get away.
Yeah, sure.
Can I do that without
Make a
the
stealth
rope?
check, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, I get to reroll that.
Oh, that's right, because you're halfling, right?
You're a halfling.
Okay.
Way better.
15.
Okay. All right, yeah. So you jump into the water. There's a big splash. You're just staying in the water. Or are you gonna try to go somewhere, like swim somewhere?
I'd like to swim somewhere.
Okay, yeah, you can swim around. There's like a pile of rubble, maybe 10 feet away from you. You can go kind of hide behind that.
Yeah.
As to whether or not the manticore noticed you, you don't have a sense, right?
Okay, that's fine.
You jumped off the mountain into the water. Okay, cool. Then it is Moss's turn. Here comes the badger
Giant
swimming up.
Giant Badger is going to maul this bitch.
Do it.
Pardon my French.
Nah.
Whoa.
It's not French, it's just a bad word.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a bad word.
So I've got 2 attacks. I get to make an attack with the bite and claws.
Do it.
So bite is large, claws are small. Doesn't really matter to you because you can't see them.
You can barely see.
Well,
Ooh.
the bite works. Probably. 16?
Oh yeah,
Or 17, sorry, 17.
they will both hit.
The claws will not hit.
Okay, let's get that bite damage.
Oh, terrific. It's such damage, such grace. 4.
4. Okay, it's not nothing.
It's
All right.
not nothing.
So where are you gonna bite it?
I think I probably like came around from the side, so I'll probably
Sure.
just bite it on the flank.
Yeah.
While
Like,
she's
kinda
getting
half-
while it's getting mauled from the front, he'll just come around just like. I think he probably like bites and then the claws come up, but the water and everything kind of slowed him
Yeah.
down, so it moved.
Totally. Okay, cool. Very good, Moss. Val, it is your turn.
All right. Gonna keep slashing at it.
Do it.
No, I'm not. I think I hit something hard. It was a 6.
Okay, fair. Yeah, you come in with the the axe, and it just like catches it with its paw, basically.
It's like no more.
It's then gonna try to like on its turn, unless you want to move, basically muscle past you and try to slash. If you do move, you'd probably provoke an opportunity attack because it you already used your action, so you can't disengage this round. But fair warning.
Yeah, I'll just stay there and take it.
Okay, cool. So we'll come at you with one claw. Ooh, there we go. There's the for. That's a 20. Yeah, mod 20. So one claw comes in for 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
It's going to turn and swing a paw at the badger. Ooh, that is only an 8 badger. I assume that doesn't hit?
Thank the gods, no.
Okay, yeah, it splashes the water next to you. And then it's going to crack its tail in the direction of Theodûir.
Ooh.
It felt that chromatic orb, my friend. Yeah.
Right between the eyes.
Oh, no, I don't think so. It only gets a 7. So, like, a huge tail spike sinks into the water next to you, like a couple inches away.
You probably definitely, just terrified, right? Like, just terrified.
But on the front, it's like, nothing is just the spawn of a dragon.
You guys notice, basically, after it does that, it kind of, like, rears back to make this mighty roar, and suddenly kind of shimmering into existence next to it, probably, like, right next to you, Val, is this sort of towering 10-foot-tall angelic warrior. Basically, this faceless warrior appears, and, like, half big sword, and wheels it back like this, just kind of out of nowhere. Right, Cody, it's your turn.
Wow. Cool.
That's pretty wild. And we all see this happen, right? The figure.
Yeah, everybody sees it just kind of shimmer into being. The Manticore kind of turns like in a cartoon, like as this thing appears. But yeah.
Okay, I'll do I guess a perception check on who just appeared. I want to try to identify who that is, I guess.
Go for it.
Ooh, I don't know. I think I might be distracted or terrified. I got a... Yeah, only a 9. I don't think I know.
Yeah, you're pretty distracted by both the giant bolt and this sort of spectral angel that appeared out of nowhere. So you're not really sure where it came from or what it means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I guess...
What do you want to do?
Maybe I'll just start to... I'll just, like... I don't know. Move... I don't want to move farther away from the creature, but I want to move, like away from the...
Sure.
Where the stick and the
tail spike.
The tail spike, yes, thank you. Yeah. That's it, I guess. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You don't want to make an action? You don't want to attack?
Oh, I guess. Oh, can I still attack?
I would say perception is just a bonus action. You're not like
bonus? Oh, okay,
you're just
cool.
looking around. Yeah.
Oh,
you're fine.
Then I want to attack.
I was like, buddy, come on, get in there.
I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt at the Manticore. So let's see here. That fell off the table. There we go. Oh, not this time. I got a 10.
No, a 10 will not hit it.
Oh, okay. He'll say something
so
really
like thunder.
snotty though. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. You say something snotty and then you cast it and it misses, right? Like you have this cool line prepared and it just doesn't.
In the name of my father, who donated to this school.
And it just sizzles against the wall.
It's cool to Theodûir.
I like the idea that the Manticore is like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. Like the Manticore cares.
Yes. Oh, wow.
In that case, Jrmi, it is your turn. So you are hiding under the water. It has not made an aggressive move towards you. You're pretty sure that you managed to escape it.
Great. I want to do True Strike on it.
Okay.
So
how does True Strike work?
I just gain advantage on my next attack roll against it.
Cool,
That's my action. So next round, if I attack it, I get that. And then I want to continue stealthing.
Yeah, okay. Give me another stealth check.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, you feel pretty confident. You're behind some cover. You're partially underwater. Like, you don't think that it noticed you. You probably saw the big bathe of light when the angel thing came in. It looks pretty clear that the Manticore is like, what the hell is this? Okay, cool. That's Jrmi. Moss, your turn.
Is there any way I can grapple this thing?
You can. You're just going to have... I guess what size is the badger?
Well, that's an excellent... I think it's medium. Let me see. The giant badger is... Medium. Size medium.
Medium size? Okay, I think you can do it. I think you have to be at least within 2 size categories of the creature.
Okay.
Because this is a large size creature. So you can try it. I'm not sure if you... Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
Get in there.
Just roll a d20.
So I believe it's a... you can seize the target with a grapple check, which is a strength athletics check contested by the creatures at strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics. It's going to attempt to do strength athletics because it is stronger than it is nimble.
Sweet. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go for it. He gets a +1 to this. So
Okay.
I got a 7.
I got a 4. So
Nice.
so how are you trying to grapple him?
So I
With
think
your edge of
it's
the
like
claw.
it's less of a grapple, but this thing is pretty heavy, and he now is waterlogged. So he's just
Yeah.
gonna, he's gonna sink his claws in and just get onto his back and just start tearing.
Okay.
Just start digging.
Sure.
Essentially.
Cool. So that's your action. Basically, when it's grappled, the creature can't move because you have it pinned down. Maybe you're on like top of one of its wings or something. That way it can't fly
I think
away.
he's probably like where the wing meets the back. He's like right there. So this thing is kind of.
Get it,
Perfect.
Alice?
Okay, cool.
And he's making like
so-
cool badger noise, like.
Cool, you said.
Right.
You know, it's like Donald
Like
Duck.
Duck.
It's-
Not the
Yeah.
uncool badger.
Dude, Paragon
Also
of cool.
terrifying in its own way, though. It's really scary.
That it's coming from a badger. It's just like, ah.
All right, Val. So the battle is kind of quickly turning against the Manticore. There's a badger on its back. There's an angelic figure. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna swing at it again. Been working so
Yeah, that's
far.
what you
Let's
do,
just
man.
go for it. Yes. 24.
Oh yeah.
For 7 damage.
Oh, brutal. Yeah, you're just hacking away at it.
Yep. I think since it kind of like got tilted, I'm gonna like go for its neck again.
Oh, sure. Like a horrible cut. He doesn't cut the jugular, but like slices through kind of the big lion fat that's right there. Okay, and then it is the Manticore's turn. The Manticore is kind of in a bad way. At the start of its turn, you see that the sort of angelic figure, almost like robotically, comes down with its sword. The Manticore manages to kind of like shift out of the way, but still gets sliced with it. And it deals this like blistering, glowing wound up the side of the Manticore. It sort of like roars in agony. It's gonna try to snap its wings open and then push you guys off. So let's see. That's gonna be an opposed grapple check first for Moss. So you know,
A 7.
cool. Well, this time it rolled a 13. So it sort of tosses Moss off with one wing, and then as its action, it's gonna basically start to beat the water and start to fly up. So I need everybody to give me strength saving throws, please.
Oh boy.
21.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Nice work.
10.
10.
8.
8.
I got
How'd you do, Val? 21? Okay. So the creature basically it beats the water and pushes you guys. The only person who's going to take any damage here is going to be Theodûir.
Yeah.
Aw.
1 point of bludgeoning damage.
1 point. Oh.
You are pushed 3 squares back in the water. Everyone else is pushed 1 square back. And it's basically beating its wings. It continues to do that, basically gets airborne and kind of flies away over the side of the building. But it's horribly wounded. You see blood is like pouring off of it. It's like flying kind of limply, and it basically flaps away. What do you guys want to do?
So yeah, you better run back home to your mama.
Yeah, right. You're taunting it. It's probably a cheer, like a ragged cheer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I saw that mode
Like we
wrestling
all
action.
celebrate.
Go Giant Badger.
Right.
What do you guys wanna
Jrmi,
do?
where did the backpack
See, I
go?
told you. Nothing to worry about. Just a griffin.
You're bleeding a lot.
Yeah, truly, I am. I'm
A
definitely
big
bloody.
wound.
Definitely.
You also just got like knocked on your butt and like rolled through the water. So like you have to like sit up and like your hair's all messed up and you're just gross. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we defeated it. Yeah.
If it wasn't for me, really.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you did great,
No.
Theo.
I guess I'd
You
like
guys
to
wanna
do
do-
another like intelligence check or maybe an Arcana check on this
Yeah.
angelic
Mhm.
being.
Go for it.
I'll do that. Arcana. Oh. 17.
17. Yes. It is a divine spell. I believe it's called Spirit Guardian. But it is a spell that's cast by a reasonably high level cleric.
Ooh.
Is where you imagine that it would come from. Sort of as you're sitting there doing this, Theodûir, you guys hear with your passive perceptions. Both Moss and Valqwyn can hear this. You hear someone come like slogging through the water from down the street. As you see, basically, there's a figure kind of approaching. Maybe the water's like up to their waist, probably not nearly as high as it is on you guys. It appears to be an adult, sort of a female elf, and she's running towards you, kind of fighting her way through the slog. What do you guys want to do?
Do we recognize her as the
Professor
Yes,
Verdict?
you would recognize her as Professor Gallery of Varick.
What's up,
She's
Prof?
kind of like they're trying to shout to you, but is clearly out of breath and like can't really muscle it. She comes close.
Professor Varick! Professor Varick! I don't know, I'd shout like, over here! Over here!
Right.
Yeah.
I see a big old wave.
Yeah.
What's up?
Totally. She'll kind of come
Join
over and
the
like lean
party.
against the building. I'm delighted to see you all safe and sound. When I saw the manticore descend, I wasn't sure if you were going to make it. She'll kind of like wave a hand, and the spirit guardian like just dissolves. So when you see her, she is an elven woman, kind of pale looking. Her head's been shaved, and she has big pointy ears. You guys have seen her before. She's got kind of like a little half moon spectacles. Her sort of notable feature, she's wearing like sort of tattered scholar's clothing. She has this like big collection of necklaces that are all kind of jangling around, and you guys recognize them all as being different holy symbols. You see that she's actually got the same like number of holy symbols tattooed in a ring around her forehead, and it's like from all different kinds of gods and religions and faiths. She's the sort of absent-minded clerical professor at the college. Standing there, I didn't expect anyone would come and find me here. How have you arrived?
Glitch. Glitch brought us. We're looking for you.
Oh no, not in his damned octothopter.
Yeah.
We flew here.
It mainly got us here. It crashed.
Yeah, the Manticore didn't like it much.
Come to think of it, about 3 or 4 hours ago, I did hear a Titanic crash. It's over in there. She sort of points in the direction of where the ship went down.
Yeah, Glitch has been over there trying to, fix it.
Oh, well, do you think he'll have it repaired? We must get indoors quickly. She kind of like looks down at the flooding water.
Why?
Have you had a chance to study the city at all? I have so many interesting things. I couldn't wait to find someone to tell. And she like goes into her bag.
Professor, we must go.
Oh, but there's just so much important research to be done here.
You're not coming with us?
I suppose I could. I'm only halfway through my dissertation.
We came here to
guys
rescue
wanna do?
you.
Can I do a charm person on her?
I have really good
Okay.
charisma if I can try to persuade her.
You can try to do charm person. She has to make a save, right?
Yeah, wisdom.
Doesn't that make her violent after it ends?
It doesn't make her hostile, but I believe that she knows that it happened, right? Like,
She's gonna scold you.
For
Someone's
real,
gonna
yeah.
get detention.
let's see.
I won't succeed probably.
Oh.
Well, you don't roll.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She does.
13 is the number to beat. I think you will.
Oh no!
I tried.
So what does your spell look like when you cast it? I imagine it's not super flashy, right? You don't want to like, I'm bewitching you, right? Like, would be awkward in the middle of the conversation.
Gonna poke her.
No, it's probably more of like a Puss in Boots kind of where like look up and like get like almost like my eyes get like a little too
A little
cutely
too big and
large.
dewy, yeah.
And I was
Uh-huh.
like, will you please come with us? And it's like extra baby talky and gross, and it really doesn't work.
Right.
this time, so.
She just sort of looks down at you. I hope you know that attempting to use any spell from the enchantment school against a professor results in a -10 school dollar demerit. She like sticks out her hands.
Oh.
I hope you know that I was doing it to try and save you, and I don't think it's fair to take my credits. Oh no said that it was okay.
What's your character's actual last name?
Morella.
Mistress Morella. Come now.
No. And I'm gonna attempt
Water is like
to
slowly
leave.
rising around you guys.
I'm gonna try and leave, and it's in water, so I'm very slow.
Very well, your superiors will hear about this.
Well,
when I
so
get back to
will
Professor
yours.
Glitch, he's going to be most displeased. What do you guys want to do?
I have
as
a
this
quick
is
question
happening?
actually. How long does the bardic inspiration last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Excellent. I'm gonna try to persuade her to come with us.
Please do.
Oof, gosh. All right, so I got. Nope, I got 6. She is not coming with us.
What do you say?
It's like, hey, you wanna so a glitch.
Yeah, just there's not even a coherent sentence in random nouns smushed together. So Jrmi, are you walking away?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I don't know, but I keep looking back.
She follows you.
Follow. If I seem in trouble.
She's gonna stand there like her arms crossed, like waiting for you to come back to her. What do Theodûir and Moss do with this? And like Val is like kind of trying to persuade, and she just is not paying attention.
I'm
to you at
very
all.
slow in the water because it's also very. It's like
almost
probably
above
like
your head, yeah.
What about Theodûir and Moss? What are you guys doing? Are you still a giant badger, Moss?
Moss, yeah. I think he's like, he's just like doing that weird thing where they like, like dogs and everything just bite at the water. just at the surface. He's just like walking around. There is a trail of blood in the water from his gaping wound in his back.
Right.
Like, matted to his fur. So he's like almost dead.
Right.
But then he's just like sniffing at the air and like just now he's probably like circling the professor. Just.
You kind of forgot that you were a person.
Yeah,
and now
I think he's enjoying being an animal and not having to deal with the other shit. So
absolutely.
Please tell me you still have the hat on too.
Oh yeah, the hat is always on.
Nice. What about you, Theodûir?
We were supposed to bring this professor back, right? Professor Varric. She's supposed to come back with us, but she doesn't want to come.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Just wants to give her
cast.
money.
I'm gonna cast friends, and I'm gonna try to convince her to come with us.
Did she make a save against this, or
No, I get advantage on all charisma checks.
Okay, got
for the
it. Yeah,
duration, basically.
Sure.
I love the idea that he has to have a spell to make friends.
So it's up to a minute. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll try. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, please do.
Oh no.
Oh, that was a 2.
Let's see. I'm pretty.
Even with advantage?
I rolled advantage. Yeah.
You got a 2?
No,
No,
one of them is a 2.
One of them was a 2.
Got it. Okay.
So it's mod 15 is the better roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you phrase it? What do you say to Varric?
Professor, I saw the way you saved us from that manticore. If you would come back with us and come back to the school, I'm sure my father would love to reward you handsomely.
Well, it was only a 4th level spell. Let's not pretend it was a huge act of heroism.
Please, I was terrified. I don't know how much longer I could have fended off the manticore until you cast that spell.
Jeremy
quite
gets
honestly.
out her smartphone and films this.
Right, it's just like, it's a manticore.
I'll just keep buttering her up with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
She's sort of like,
you must
you
come
know,
back. You
Master
must
Theodûir.
report to my father what you have done. He would love to see all of your research, I'm sure.
Well, the sort of religious department of the school has been a little underfunded lately. I mean, if your father is interested in this sort of thing, I mean, I wouldn't want to basically start rambling off to you all of her history. It's so fascinating if you look, and just starts walking like towards the direction of the crashed airship. Like, hasn't really consented, but she's talking about the research.
Yeah.
Do Val and Moss go with?
Yeah, I'll follow. Are you gonna climb back on my shoulders?
Moss will just
As long as
like
you're not next to
he'll
her.
like shark through the water after her. His little head and hat.
Yeah. Swimming along. Yeah, you can stay there for an hour. You can be a badger as long as you want.
Oh yeah.
Wiping
And
my
I'm
Cool.
staying. Anytime I turn into an animal, I have no intention of turning back.
Okay, cool. So it takes you probably about 10 more minutes to get towards the area where like the fountain where the octothopter went down, and by that time the water is like beyond the levels where you can walk in the streets. So probably the professor has at least 2 of you in her arms, and she's kind of like striding through. Maybe Val is tall enough. I think Val could
I'm
probably.
over 5 foot, yeah.
You're pretty tall.
On her
So
back.
you're like up on Val's shoulders, maybe.
We're
If you're the-
pretty far behind them, just kind of.
You
Yeah,
said
like-
it took us an hour to get back because
No, it's about 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Yeah, I'm still.
You're just
back.
gonna stay at the badger. You're swimming along.
Badge.
Theodûir, I like the idea that like we cut to you guys approaching and she's just carrying you inexplicably. Right? We don't see how that happened. but
Still
it just
talking, just like.
happened. Just prattling on.
Don't get me wet, please.
She will basically regale you with the history that once there wasn't the ancient people that lived here worshipped the turtle god, and then they had a lot of like new people and new faiths came in, and eventually there was this cult rose to the Manticore, and they like destroyed all the things that had to do with the turtle, and then people who worshiped the turtle cast a curse on the city that it would sink every night, and that's why the city fell. But the Manticore escaped. Like, it's this whole long narrative that you're only like half paying attention to, right? Like, the whole time. With all these ins and outs.
Looking at yourself in their
So the city though would would submerge underneath the water.
Yeah, basically, it's getting on. The sun sank maybe about an hour ago, so it's pretty much nighttime at this point. It's just that, like, in another hour, the city will be completely underwater, and then when dawn comes, the city will basically rise back up out of the water. Yeah,
Water. Wow.
That's how it works. It was basically an ancient curse placed on the city by the people that worshipped the turtle and who had their religion destroyed. But again, like, you're not super interested, right? Like, she doesn't explain it in a way that really even makes sense. She'll go off on these tangents about weird, like, and the architectural design of these pillars are so integral to the, like, oh, come on, who cares?
And because
you guys
kids, we just don't really.
Precisely. A lot of words are way beyond. Even you're intelligent, and she's using these ridiculous theological words that don't make any sense. But you guys get back to the fountain, and you see that sort of miraculously the Octothopter is, first of all, it's not there. You see it like up on top of one of the roofs, and it's completely back together. Nice. As to how he managed to meld this thing into one piece, you have no idea. It's only been about 3 or 4 hours, but it's just completely good as new. It looks like polished and nice and fine. Yeah. He'll kind of like, over here, and like wave you over. I'm gonna throw down a rope ladder, that way you guys can go up the side of the building and get into the helicopter.
Hey, Glitch, nice work. Looks good.
That was nothing. You found the professor!
Yeah.
Congratulations! You've completed your mission. Did you have any trouble with that manticore again?
It was no trouble at all.
Yeah. It was taken care of.
Oh, you slew it!
A bluff.
Well,
it's probably dead by now.
Yeah, it was pretty wounded. It probably crawled under somewhere to lick its wounds.
I'm sure that it won't be a problem again. Let's all get back onto the Octothopter. We'll get out of here.
Actually, I'd probably be like really excited and be like, "Oh, the professor came and she cast this big thing and it was all, it slated and it went off and it, I don't know, maybe like."
Yeah, sure. See, you're just basically
still trying
pimping
to befriend her.
Yeah. Can we go home, please?
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys can climb into the Octothopter and get ready to go. Is there anything else you want to do in Chelondia before you depart?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Cody wants to hear more about like all that cool stuff that she learned, I guess. Theodûir probably wouldn't. I don't know. Would probably. Yeah.
You can keep asking her about it if you want more details.
I'm not going to talk to her at all.
You're like,
yeah, right. You're just sort of grumpy over there.
I'm really not
let's take a 5-minute break and then we'll come back with your guys' departure. How does that sound?
Awesome.
Sounds good.
All right, chat. Hang out for a bit. We'll still be here. Obviously, feel free to ask us questions at this point. But some of our players are going to go and use the lavatories. Mm-hmm. Cool. I apologize. I haven't been able to have the chat up because my internet just has not been happy with me today. So I'm going to go get in there right now. Feel free to ask any questions that you have. I do anticipate we'll probably only be playing for about another half an hour to 45 minutes. I feel like we're pretty close to the end here. Mm-hmm. But please let us know if there's anything you guys want to chat about in the chat. Is
that the chat right there?
Yeah.
Yes.
I tried to make it bigger so that everyone could see it, but I can't do it.
Hey, welcome to the flock of seagulls. Glad you're here. Yeah, we only got about half an hour to 45 minutes left. We're taking a little break right now, and then we will come back with the exciting conclusion. But yes, they managed to drive off the Manticore and reconnected with Professor Gallery of Varick. Jrmi got in a little bit of trouble.
Jrmi's really mad at it and doesn't understand why she's in trouble and is going to fight it.
Right, because of course you don't, because you're a little kid.
Yeah, it seems really unfair.
You know, Tim, I just thought that with that friends thing, she does realize that I cast a spell on her after it's over.
After how long?
Like a minute.
Oh, okay. Gosh, but she's still so excited about talking.
Yeah, I like the idea that because you like flattered her and like made it about her stuff, that she just like ignores it and just keeps talking. That like she'd have to interrupt her monologue. She might still pursue something later, but like she's so enraptured by her.
Kind of lets me have it, you know. Like, I maybe didn't even need to roll friends with how persuasive that was.
Maybe she wants to just like now guilt you into making that true by like being like, that would be so great. Wow, I could retire early. That's literally a dream of mine, and like make my life complete.
Yeah, right. Like I can't really make this happen at all.
Flock of Seagulls wants to know which teacher is with them right now. There are 2 teachers. There is an artificer who was Professor Glitch, who piloted the Octothopter that came in, and then there was a new teacher that we have not met yet, named Professor Gallery of Varick, who is a cleric professor, sort of the religion of all gods, and she's sort of brand new to the stream and to the world. You guys did not design that one, but I needed a cleric, so she's the new professor, and they're both about to depart the city on the flying Octothopter. Yeah, totally. Let me get this figured out right here. Just putzing with some stuff.
I think Jeremy's a little too stubborn to butter her up.
Yeah, right. That's definitely a Theodûir thing to do, right?
Yeah, I would definitely do that. Especially because she's an elf too, right?
She is an elf. Yep, you guys have that in common as well.
Yeah, because he's maybe a little racist, subtly.
It's like, quietly Draco Malfoy style racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Awesome. We got a few minutes left while she runs to the bathroom. Apologize for the short stream tonight, guys, but I actually have to run off and go see Neil Gaiman speak in Seattle. It's my fiance's Christmas present, so we're going to go check that out at 7. I got to run after this is done. I got to run. Awesome. Any more questions in the chat, or should we jump right back in with the adventure? Please let us know if you have any questions or thoughts or comments or opinions. If you are just joining us, which I think is basically just Flock of Seagulls, I would normally give the pitch about the Patreon, but I know that Brooke is already one of our subscribers. There's no reason. But yeah, you can check us out. We just, thanks, Adam. That is a sweet present for my fiance. My parents got it for her, so I just get to benefit off of it. If you're just joining us, we're getting started again in a second here. We also just figured out our donations. So we haven't come up with exactly what the incentives are going to be. But next week, you guys will be able to donate in stream and affect the game in certain ways. That should be pretty cool. We're going to try to keep it kind of narrative light and have you guys help them out. Because as you can see, actually, you guys did really well against that Manticore. I was a little worried that Manticore was going to butcher you, and you guys just handled it fine. But there may not always be monsters that you guys will be able to handle in such a great way. So in future, those donations can really help out our poor
adventurers.
Low-level adventurers. Yeah, facing these deadly threats with no adult supervision.
Literally no adults.
Yeah, none. They just sent you up like, go. I know there's no Manticore.
Just go on.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna play with these sticks and rocks.
You guys go face the deadly creatures. You're good.
You're fine. All right, cool. We're gonna jump back in as you guys board the Octothopter and depart. Once again, it requires at least 3 people to be operating the pedals. Because if you remember, it's basically the 5 pedals that keep this thing going. Is there anyone who's going to try to... Now you have sort of a surplus of people. Who's going to be pedaling and who's not going to be pedaling?
I'll pedal.
I'd like to pedal out of rage.
Pedal away your anger.
Right behind her, just staring at her.
Okay.
Moss has a gaping hole in his back, so he doesn't want to pedal.
Yeah.
Fair enough. If you guys want, you can... actually, you can't quite yet. When you guys get a chance to rest, you could definitely spend some hit dice and repair that. Right, so yeah, they're gonna start to pedal and get going. Kind of again, it's got an awkward start. You guys haven't actually seen this thing depart. So like all the wings are kind of flapping at different times. It's kind of awkwardly getting up and off the rooftop and starts to fly out over the city. You guys are very dramatically leaving just as the city is sinking. So like water is coming up over the sides of the building as the Octothopter lifts off. It's kind of flying above the ocean and starts to depart back westward.
We're silhouetted against the red thing.
Yeah, the huge moon that comes out from
Suddenly,
behind the cloud. Absolutely, it looks super cool.
It's the turtle. The city just falls away. It's just like
It's King Kong, but in turtle form.
Yes.
Absolutely. So can you guys give me perception checks, please, as you start to depart?
4. I'm pretty zoned into my rage.
Yeah, absolutely.
12.
15.
8.
Nice. 1 second, I'm answering question in chat. All right, 8. I heard a 15 as well.
Me.
How'd you do, Valqwyn?
12.
12. And Moss?
8.
I
You
got
had the
a
8. What did
4.
you have, Jrmi? Okay, cool.
I'm
So
rage pedaling. I don't understand.
got it.
Super
Both
focused.
Theodûir and Val can hear as the octocopter is kind of flapping up. There's like a conversation happening back and forth between Professor Glitch and Varric. They're speaking in Goblin, Jrmi, and so you get the sense that like they're talking about you, like they keep coming back at you, basically being turned in effectively. But the two of you, excuse me, Theodûir and Val, as this is happening, and there's like all the buzzing of the machinery, it's kind of hard to hear. Up against the moon, you see a black silhouette, and you hear kind of a distant roar. As the core comes flapping back in towards you guys.
Oh my god.
You guys both have an action you can attempt to take. It's still about 30 feet away from the Octothopter. Let's have you guys both roll initiative real quick, and then the rest of the party can jump in. Actually, everyone just roll, and we'll just have them act first.
I got a mod 20.
I got a 19. Oh, I'm sorry, a mod 21.
Oh, nice.
A crit.
No,
man,
I don't get any
roll.
modifiers. I lied. I just got a 19.
19, got it. So Moss has a 19. What did you get, Val?
Mod 20.
On 20. Jrmi?
A crit, biff.
What's the total though? We still need to know the number.
23.
23, okay. And then Theo?
Mod 21.
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, you guys destroyed this. We have a 23, a 21, a 20, and a 19. Oh my god.
Yep.
The Manticore also rolled a 20. What is happening?
Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
I hate that Manticore.
What's your dexterity? Oh, I think we need to roll again between Jrmi and the Manticore because I think you guys have the same dex bonus. Yeah. So roll again for me, Jrmi.
Just a 20?
Yeah.
Do I add anything?
What'd you get on your initiative? Yeah.
Oh, 8.
Add your initiative. Okay, so the Manticore wins.
Ooh.
So it's gonna roll for Okay. So the Manticore is gonna go first,
Does a manticore?
but technically both Theodûir and Val have a surprise action before the Manticore can take its action. And of the two of you, I believe Theodûir beats Val. So Theodûir, you're up first. You can take one action, and then it's Val can take one action. Then we go into initiative proper.
Okay. Then I will do. Oh, that's okay. Is it within 60 feet, Timothy?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
within 30 feet.
Okay,
Yep,
great.
flying next to the.
I'll whip out my orb and cast Ray of Frost at the
Cool,
creature.
go for it.
My cantrip.
It's only next week. It's graduation.
That's a 13.
13. That will not hit.
Ah,
Oh.
okay.
So it goes whizzing past. It kind of like ducks underneath it as it's flapping next to you. Okay, and then it is going to be Val. You have one action.
Is
You were
it within
pedaling.
melee range?
No, it's 30 feet out from
That's
the.
what I thought. I want to warn everybody and then ready in action. I can do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
you can speak as a free action. What do you say?
Cool. I'm gonna look at it and go, "Hey guys, the Manticore's back!"
Everyone kind of
It's
whips.
like the most complete sentence I think Val has ever said.
It is
Awesome.
true. I feel like I come out like, Manticore!
So you can either move up to the edge and get ready to attack, or you can ready an attack here. But if you move to the edge, you basically can't ready. You can only move or ready in action where you are, because you're on one of the bikes. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna ready an action in my spot.
Okay.
So I'm pedaling back, I
Got
got my
it.
shield and my battle axe. So I'm just like, alright, let's do this.
Let's do this. Okay, cool. So the Manticore will kind of like juke to the side, and we're starting initiative proper, and comes swooping in towards the flying machine. It is going to keep its distance for now. It's going to lob 3 tail spikes. One of them is going to shoot at the machine itself, which is a hit. It's going to shoot at Theodûir, which is a hit.
Oh.
And it's going to shoot at Val, which is also a hit. Oh my gosh. 3 hits. So the flying machine takes a hit, like tears through some of the canvas, and it kind of wobbles a little bit, but it's not too badly damaged. Theodûir, oh baby boy, you take 9 points of damage.
9?
9,
Okay, I'm
yes.
definitely down. For
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
no.
Theodûir gets hit in the stomach with one of these tail spikes. Goes over. And then Val, you take 7 points of damage
Okay.
in the shoulder. And it kind of roars in triumph as it's like swooping towards you guys. Okay. Let's see. Then it would be Jrmi's turn.
Blast that
Oh
grid.
my god. Okay. I don't have any more healing that I can do to people.
Oof.
Sorry.
Fair enough.
So I'm just going to try my hand crossbow.
Go for it.
I guess 17.
17 will hit. Yes, very good.
Okay. So 9 piercing.
Got it. Ouch. Yeah, you hit it like. Where do you want to shoot? I guess it's kind of swooping towards you guys.
Can I get into the side?
Yeah, like between one of the ribs. Kind of like stumbles its flight a little bit. Nice.
Probably
Just where
do you
like,
want to
you
keep
can't
it?
reach it. You know?
You wanna...
I sure do. I'm really mad at it, so I'm just get out of here, go away, you got us in trouble.
you got us in trouble. All right, Val, it's your turn. So you've readied an action, but it's still not next to you. You can keep this action, or you can do something else.
I mean, if it's not in melee range, I can't really do much. Yeah, I mean,
Up to you.
god damn you flying ranged things.
It's coming though. You think it's gonna like basically get to you next round, but it wanted to do a round of tail spikes first. So you can ready another action. So,
Yeah, first I'm gonna do bonus action for second wind and get some hit points back. So I
go.
get 5 back. And then I guess I'll just ready another action.
all right, cool. You ready another attack?
Yeah.
All right, and then it is Theodûir's turn. So you are unconscious. Give me a death save, please. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh,
I
no.
Failed one.
All right, that's one. That's one failure. If you get 2 more, your character is slain. All right.
No, not
Moss,
Theodûir. We
it's
just
your
started
turn.
liking you.
Moss Moss will scream some dwarven curses out the what am I, is it a window? What am I looking out of?
So there's no windows. It's just like an open. Basically, it's like platforms and then like poles, and then there's the big wings on top. It's all open air. There's not even a handrail. You could easily like walk off the side and fall.
Cool. That's
It's super safe for kids.
what I had in my brain and what you just described were 2 different things.
Yeah, sorry.
So, Moss will he'll be probably like before the scream, he's just like holding his back, like trying to just put pressure on this wound. So the minute he sees this thing coming in there, he's just like, he'll just scream some dwarven curse word, like a very coherent and well thought out streamline of curses, which happened to heal Theodûir for 1 D4 plus 3 points of
Nice.
damage. Ooh, max 7. So you're back up with 7 health. So while he's screaming his dwarven curse words, which which have healing abilities apparently, he's also going to sling some fire from his hands at this flying catastrophe, which he got a mod 24.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me some damage.
He did 4 fire damage.
All right. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah, you blast it. It does not look particularly happy about that. Maybe you score it in the wing, and it kind of like wobbles its flight, and it's like careening in towards the flying machine. Nice.
Me too, Adam. They're great.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so you guys are all getting ready to fight this thing as it's coming in. You hear kind of a from the professor. He kind of like mumbles something. And there's like a circle that appears on the ground, basically around everyone, and these sort of like white healing magic flows up. You cast mass healing word on the group, and everybody recovers. What is that? 8 points of damage.
Do we get any temps, or is that just like to max?
That's straight. Yeah, just go straight to max. So you were already healed.
Thank you, Professor.
Yes, of course. But I think this is entirely up to you to deal with this problem. She kind of like stands back.
Thanks, Professor.
So the Manticore comes swooping in. Your ready to action, Val, will trigger before it gets to attack. So go ahead and make your attack.
Perfect. Yeah. Ow.
Fell off the table.
All right, so it's 22 to hit.
Yes, definitely.
For 8 damage.
Cool. Oh, that's a horrible wound. So it's coming in like kind of like this at you guys. It's gonna try to like bend itself over the side of the flying machine and get at you with its claws. So where do you want to hit it as it comes in?
It's like right in the chest.
Ooh, like
area.
a sternum?
Yeah,
totally.
like right where
You
it's
hear, like,
coming at me.
Sickening crack as you like obviously break a bone in its ribcage, and it like hoofs onto the top of the. It's gonna swing with its claws. One of them at you, Val, and then the other one I'm just gonna determine randomly among the rest of the group. Oh, it swings at Glitch actually.
No.
So that's a hit against you, Val, with a paw. Ooh, that's going to be 9 damage. Slashes you. And then it's going to swing it at the professor. Oh, it rolls a natural 1. So its paw gets like tangled in some of the mechanisms. They basically can't attack with that paw. It's going to try to... No, that's its turn. Okay, cool. So it's like kind of awkwardly stuck to the machine as the machine is flying past. Okay, that's the Manticore. Jrmi, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try and shoot at it again.
Don't forget, Jrmi, you have the inspiration from the merit patch you got last adventure.
I do. That's right. Okay, so I'm gonna try and shoot at it, and then I'm also gonna bonus action give you another bardic inspiration. So, 16.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Plus-
Do you want to use your inspiration?
Yeah. Do I use that on
Or not?
the damage? Or on?
I'm saying you could roll twice and see if it's a crit, but that's up to you.
Sure. Yeah.
If you already hit, then you...
No, it is not.
Sure.
It's higher, but it's not. 8.
Okay, cool. Well, that's still definitely a hit.
Cool.
8. All right, Jrmi. How would you like to kill this thing?
Swiftly and mercifully. I'd like to get the arrow in its eye, and like for once be really badass about it. Oh no.
Yeah.
What?
Like line up your shot and get it right. It's like snarling and spitting, getting ready to bite you. Oh, am I still here?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like snarling and spitting and trying to claw at Val. That we see this like awesome shot of it on the crossbow. It flies off, comes in, right into the like pupil of the Manticore. It kind of it lets go with its claws. It slides off the side of the flying machine.
Awesome.
And plummets way down. It basically disappears into the darkness. The flying machine kind of like levels out. It's still flapping its wings awkwardly.
I'd like to scream like, I told you to go away, and like shoot the arrow and then sit back down and continue pedaling.
Angrily pedaling,
Like,
yeah. That's awesome. There's kind of a long pause, and you hear, and you turn to the professor as like golf clapping. Impressive, very impressive. Don't you think? And Glitch just like, I'm trying to keep this thing afloat. What do you guys do now that you've defeated the creature?
I'd probably like outburst in joy and be like, "Yay, we did it!"
We beat the griffin.
I'd probably like try to like
Griffin.
hug everyone, but then I'd realize I'm hugging everyone and be like, "Oh."
You get like the first person you try to hug is probably Moss, and you're like, "Oh God, what's that smell?"
What a mistake.
Terrible. Awesome. So it is a short flight, basically back to the school. Along the way, Jrmi, Professor Varric, when she's not regaling everyone with the historical revelations that she's had, she'll sort of find a quiet moment when you're pedaling to come up and be like, "Now I know we had a bit of a misunderstanding back on the swimming city, but I just wanted you to know that as far as the professor and I are concerned, your heroism with the creature has erased any need to seek disciplinary action. But let this be a warning to you that future insubordination of this kind will not be tolerated."
I would like to do a diplomacy check. Well, like, okay. Is that going to get me in trouble? If I
No, you just asked us to cast spells on the professors. Like, Val would also get in trouble if she attacked a professor, right? Like, that's basically what you're doing.
So I'm going to roll a diplomacy on this. Where is it?
I don't think
It's a persuasion. And
Thank you. I was like, what? Wait. So that's an 18. And I just want to, like, kind of, like, say, like, I just thought our mission was to get you back, and then we had to do whatever it took to do that, and I won't do it at school, but we weren't at school, and we had to get you home.
Yeah, right. Oh, darling. It sort of, like, comes over and, like, totally hook, line, and sinker by. Right, like, I understand it's confusing. It's a dangerous place. And she'll give you a little, this reminds me of the people of Chelondia. And she goes into it.
I'll wink at the camera when she's not looking.
Yeah. And then the screen like on that. And that's where we're going to conclude episode 2, Shell or High Water. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I know that was kind of a quickie, but I hope you guys had a good time. We have a little bit of business to conduct here. So one thing we're going to try to start doing is we had our last adventure. We had the professors give out a merit patch to who they thought was the most deserving adventurer. So we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to let the chat decide who gets it. So we have a poll. I think I figured out how it works. I'm going to post it, and we're going to see if it works. I'm opening the poll right now. You guys can go ahead and vote for which player you thought was the most deserving, basically an MVP award. And then you guys can vote, and whoever wins will get the merit patch, which will come up.
And is the rule that it can't be the person who had it previously?
Well, I put you in there already. So it's up to you, I guess. We had talked about that. If someone starts to win a bunch, if it's just constantly Theodûir every week, then we might have to make
I think there's something maybe narratively kind of funny about that, though.
Right.
Yeah, so let's just leave it there for now. You can go ahead and vote, do exclamation points, and then the character name. And that will add votes to the poll. Great. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We have a couple other little things. We have some thank yous that we're going to do for this week. We're going to try to keep those a little bit lighter because we don't necessarily want to bog down the chat with too many of those. So let me pull up 5 that we're going to do this week. These are Patreon patrons who have donated at the $5 level, or at least the $5 level, and they get to have their names horribly mispronounced on chat. So if you you don't understand what we're saying, it's definitely because we are reading some patron names on chat. All right, let's put that in, and then we'll read those while you guys are voting, and then we'll move on from there. So let's see. Do you have those, Kate?
I do.
Okay, we're each going to do one. So do you guys want to start, and I'll do the last one?
Sure.
I'll start.
Yeah, Cody.
Dan Neal Chain.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you, Dan Neal Chain.
Huge thank you to Legis Ekurb.
Thank you, Legis.
Okay. And another huge thank you to Stavi Baishanai.
Stavi
Baishanai.
Good.
A big thank you to Bethany McBornay.
Bethany.
Bitvornay. And lastly, we have a huge thank you to, I'm sorry, Yivit Biaiman.
Yivit.
I assume I'm getting that right. Yivit Biaiman.
Okay,
I assume.
I grew up with a Yivit Biaiman. That's probably
Horrible. All right. I think everybody has voted. We're going to see how we did. We didn't have a huge chat today, but that's okay. Let me go close the poll and see the results while I'm posting these names real quick. Awesome. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Let me close the poll.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. All right. Poll should be closed. But I do not see any results here. Well, looking at the way people voted, it looks like we have 2 votes for Valqwyn. So I think Valqwyn is going to be the winner of our first poll. All right, Val, you have earned the merit patch this week.
Yeah.
So you'll have inspiration that you can use during the adventure, which means allows you to roll twice. Theodûir is unhappy about this.
Aww.
That is the
Thank you for the 1 vote from us.
Yeah, we got a vote from us and a vote for Jrmi. I think the only person who actually didn't get a vote was Theodûir. Our very small and intimate chat this week. But that's fun. Great. So I think all of you guys have checked out our Patreon by now. But if not, you can always find us here at this thing that I will post. Patreon. But yeah, thanks so much for checking us out. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a teaser for next time. And then that will hopefully be a longer stream that will do the full length. These adventure hooks are based on basically adventure hooks that we've tweeted on our Twitter that you can find in a poll on our Patreon page. So if you're a backer and you want to see what the Junior Adventures League gets up to next week, feel free to go and vote in these polls. So here is the teaser for next week's episode. Quote, anyone who drinks from the oasis is transported to the seraglio of a powerful djinn, always eager to entertain new guests. End quote. Interesting. So imagine a bunch of like preteen children in that scenario. And that'll be next week. I can even tell you next week's episode title, because I've already finished it, is Party of One.
Ooh.
So, interesting. Awesome. Thanks to everybody so much for coming out. I'll probably be in the chat for a minute or two, and then I got a jet. So awesome. Thanks for playing, everyone. Remember,
Thank you, Timothy.
the Junior Adventurers League, party above all.
Party above all.
Unless you're Theodûir.
I want to